Hello, Pisces. I am Ulrich. I'm a Lenormand card reader, and today we will do your classic card reading for the month of June. We have no preset goals. We just follow the cards. And mostly, if we observe the cards or we follow the cards, there's a topic very soon to come out that is important in your life for the month. Anyway, Pisces, we will see what it brings for you for the month of June. Gemini, here I go for your classic Lenormand card reading for the month of June. Hello, Pisces, and welcome to your card reading for the month of June. As your first card here, we see the whip. The whip is not an easy card. It's the card of challenges here. Sometimes also it means we come into certain conflicts with certain people. It's also possible that we undergo certain sufferings in our life, especially with the moon. This would then mean that we have some emotional sufferings. But the positive side of the moon is it softens things up. It's not actually deep. And with the book there, it's also possible that we learn important psychological lessons because of this suffering. Maybe we see more clarity in our mind. It gives us another path. It gives us more structure. This is what we are seeing here with this combination of cards. Anyway, it's possible also that you have certain quarrels. These could be quarrels inside yourself, emotional quarrels, as I said here. But it also tells us, it warns us that it's better for ourselves that we back off. So this is like a warning for taking things slowly. This is what we are seeing here. Probably with this card, we need to be careful not to multiply the problems because the whip is two. So it means we ourselves could cause more problems than we anticipated. Sometimes also for some people, it means that they are the cause of the problem, but not necessarily so. But it's a possibility with the whip here that it's this way. In another way, there is also a positive card, of course, on this side. It means that it makes us very energetic. So we have a lot of energy. Also, we want to make certain choices in our life, especially with the crossroads there in the middle. The central card here that we are seeing here, it means here that we are at the crossroads. We are probably in a decision-making mood. If not, there are certain decisions that are coming to us or that we are balancing certain decisions. The crossroads means it's like we're in the traffic lights. We need to choose if we go left, if we go right, or if we go straight ahead. So choices here probably would be put upon us. If there are certain hesitations, this combination of these two cards, it tells us not to hesitate too long, make certain choices. These choices could involve business or traveling, but we will go into that later. But possible this is a choice for traveling. This is what we are seeing here with this combination of cards. Sometimes also it means to return to a place where we are familiar with, where we already been. This also could be our country where we originally come from, that we consider these things. But we will go later into more details. Anyway, if a certain situation is in our life, you could feel that some things in your life are a loss of time. So maybe we should consider of moving on, but there are important lessons here with these cards together. This is life lessons, so we need to learn important life lesson. We need to smarten up. We cannot stay as we are. We need to evolve. This is important here. We do so. Then we're going to mirror the cards. We're going to mirror the corner cards, the whip and the book here. Maybe it's not easy for us for a certain choice that we need to make. It's possible that we have some insights because the moon is insights. It gives us clarity in our mind. And it's possible that some painful truths that we discover this, and we could have a hard time with accepting certain truths in our life. But with the moon, as I said, this is a good card next to the whip because it softens the whip up. So we suffer, but we also learn, and it's more smooth. The moon has a way for smoothing things up, for making things soft. This is what we are seeing here. It's possible also that that important knowledge, as I said, is coming to us. If you study something here, this is good for learning important knowledge, psychological knowledge, psychological lessons. For instance, if you're a student, sometimes this points students that are studying psychology. It could influence here the things that you encounter. It could affect the course of your study, the course of your life, the path that you are going, these emotions that you're undergoing. It could influence your choices here. Anyway, what this also means that maybe some things we learn out of the occult. So maybe due to some reason, maybe you go to an astrologer, maybe you go to a card reader, and some knowledge is coming to us. Or it could be intuitive knowledge here, because this is the card of intuition that is coming to us, and we learn an important lesson, as I said here, with this combination of cards. Anyway, we could learn some harsh lessons here, and as I said, see that you don't add to the problems here, but there are deep psychological lessons. We become more mature. There's also a form of education. Maybe we encounter a teacher, maybe life teaches us certain lesson. This is what we are all seeing here. It's like here could become a mastery. You become more master. If you study, for instance, it could be that you study for your master's degree related to an emotional field, a psychological field. This is all possible here with this combination. But here, this is also if you have young children, for instance, or younger children, it's possible that you hothouse these children. So it means you additionally educate these children for advancing more in life. Maybe you feel there is additional knowledge necessary, but it could also be that you advance in certain lessons that you learn, and probably you will need to accept them here with this combination. If you encounter certain lessons, sometimes also we need to, or if we know some certain things intuitively, we need to see also that certain wisdom, certain knowledge that is coming to us, certain psychological knowledge, that we don't misuse it or abuse it. So be careful here with this combination of cards here. Don't use this as a weapon, but use this in your advantage here to learn, because some things could come back to us. Anyway, it's also sometimes possible that we make certain judgments about people. Of course, if we are in an angry mood, we need to see that these judgments are clear. Because if we are angry, sometimes the judgments are not clear. This is a calm card. These are two calm cards, and this is not. So this combination actually tells us to be calm, to be wise, to become wise here. This is what we are seeing here. But there could be some struggling here. There could be some secrets about ourselves that we are discovering, painful secrets that we need to accept. Maybe these are secrets because we have the child here coming out of our childhood, and we finally, it's clear to us where a lot of our problems are coming from, and we accept these lessons here with this combination. But as I said here, you could this also use in your advantage, because this is the secrets of the book of life that are revealed to you, but we need to be able to accept them. Of course, that's the other side. In another way, in a positive way here, it could also mean that certain papers that are not available for everybody, that these come in your possession. This could be knowledge that you get from university that is not accessible for everybody, but this knowledge has come to you. So be careful with sharing this knowledge, because this could be like an exclusive knowledge that we are having here. But there is something going on here that we need to learn, we need to pay attention to. We could also with this card, maybe for instance, if you have been a long time in the lockdown, or you have been in a close environment for a long time, you gain some weight. Sometimes also we start to work out, we take care of our body here, also the way we look here, because the moon can make us a little bit rounder. So it's possible here that you exercise more. This is what we are seeing here. If certain things in your life are not finished, it's also possible that you consider that it's in your mind for taking up a study again. This would be something that you have done in the past. This is what we are seeing here. If you study up and if you educate yourself, you could really become an expert you could have a natural thing here for this field of work, because it's a work with the moon. Sometimes also the moon, it's related to the circle of life. We have a moon cycle, all of it. Sometimes also this is related to maybe for instance, for some people here, it could have to do with birth, because we have the child here. This is what we are seeing here. Maybe you educate yourself about that here. This is what we are seeing here. If you do, mostly with this combination, we will be quite serious about it, because we have the tower here. It doesn't matter your age. You will be serious about it because the tower makes us serious. If you pick up, you will be serious. And it also, if you go in business with that, because this is the card of business, it could bring you prosperity if you study. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. In the beginning that we start this, we could have some competition, but mostly with this combination of cards, we are always asked, because we have a lot of knowledge in the field, or we have a good feeling. People could feel that we are the right person for this. Anyway, in another way also, if there is a certain relationship in our life, it could be that this relationship is not good for us. Maybe it's not good for both parties. As I said, the whip is two, and there could be a relationship in your life that is not prosperous for both parties here. I don't see any cards here for triangles or other people that are involved, but it's possible here that there's something going on here that is not good for both parties here. But there are some things here that will be coming to you that that really could, I'm going to say it in another way, in a divergent way. Our mind is literally divergent and open here. We see some important things here with this combination, but we need to be careful here that we don't interfere with people, that we don't go on their territory, that we respect their privacy. This is all very important here. There are important lessons here to be learned. If you learn these lessons, you will master a certain thing. It brings you an advantage. It's not negative what I'm saying here, because this is a positive thing. If you accept these lessons, you respect people's privacy here, you will have learned an important lesson. It's important also with this combination that we are not hard-headed. We need to think out of the box. It's very important here to do so here. But certain things that you learn, you need to keep to yourself here, or it's best to do so. Then we go in the bottom cards. We're going to mirror the woman and the ship. The woman and the ship here, this could be if you're a person, this is the person card. If you're a woman, for instance, but it also, we do a general reading. You can also take it upon you as a man. It's possible here that you're considering traveling. You depart, you go somewhere, maybe you have incalculated a trip somewhere. And as I said, it's some place where you have been before. Sometimes this place, this points to the place where we originally come from. So it's possible that we go there. Maybe we go there for deliberation, because this is the card of deliberation, for deliberating certain things in our life. This is what we are seeing here. We have the dog here, and probably also there is some communication with sisters and brothers about this return. This is what we are seeing here. But we go back maybe to another country here. We talk with foreign people about this here in this combination. This is what we are seeing here. It's possible also that you consider taking certain steps in your life, and you want to leave a certain partner behind. It's like we're exploring, we're seeking, we want to travel. This is important with this card here. Sometimes also the commitment, if there was a commitment in your life, the commitment is gone. It's sailed away. The commitment is sailed away. This is what we are seeing here. And then we have the whip and the moon. We go in the horizontals now. The whip and the moon, it tells us here, sometimes we need to be careful here that we don't bring ourselves in a bad daylight. We need to be careful here with this combination of cards, so that we don't come in a bad daylight or in a bad reputation for ourselves here. But if you are soft, if you are quiet, this will not lead to a problem. But you need to be wise here with this combination. And if you are wise, if you act wise, you will restore the balance. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. It's best here that we don't try to hurt others, that we balance ourselves out. We see also with this combination of cards, for instance, if there was a partner in your life, if you have somebody in your life, this is an end of a cycle. Something is ending here. This could have been a painful experience that you have. There, as I said, the card is 2. Probably it's for both parties here. But psychologically, we learn something here. Sometimes also, if we, it also could mean, this combination of cards, that we have certain sexual fantasies that we never executed, and maybe we are thinking about that, or we are learning about that here. This is what we are seeing here. But there could be some difficult challenges here. We could have a hard time accepting this here. What is also possible, this is an energetic card, you could put energy in your social progress as we certain here, as we go on here with this combination. For some people also, this is also the card related to farming, to actually working manual, and some people could also consider a more heavy profession like farming or doing something with their hands. This is what we are seeing here. Also, sometimes this combination, it makes us afraid for being intimatous again, or for being intimate with a certain person. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. And sometimes also this combination is that you are aggressive towards a certain partner because we cannot reach this person. Maybe this person don't want to be reached, but we need to be very careful here that we don't make things worse. Keep a certain structure here in your life. It's very important to do so. Anyway, what we see more here, as I said, this is also a good combination for exercising, for losing weight here. With this combination of cards, you will also make reflection of certain painful situations that have happened in your childhood and that are happening now, and you will probably come to the conclusion that these two are intertwined, or they are connected, and we will accept these facts here with this combination of cards. If you are in things like that, astrology, astronomy, you could get it out of that, or out of cards. You could it could come to you, this knowledge here that we are seeing here. Those points also that we work hard here with this combination of cards. If we are no longer connected to a person, sometimes it means also that we make very fast connections for connecting to a person on the sensual or on the sexual level here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination of cards. Sometimes also it could mean that we are confronted with certain people who are extreme, meaning they have an extreme religion. Maybe this is during travel, and they have an extreme point of view about certain things. Be careful, because you are short-tempered here with this card. In another way, it could mean also, this card, that we behave quite military. So be careful also with this card. Keep yourself soft here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. You could also have a stress here. Stress is coming to you. There could be emotional injuries, but we saw here. Here we could also literally lick our wounds. Then we have the moon and the book. The moon and the book is a good combination. It's possible that even that's something that a partner could come in our life, and an important proposal is put up on us. This could also relate to the work. The moon is often related to the work, and this is the card of the career. And you could come in this path again, because, as I said, the Tower returns, and there is a flattering proposal. Maybe somebody makes you a proposal, and it flatters you in a way. You're thinking, oh, do these people remember that I'm there? And it could flatter you, and it could stimulate you here for certain things in our life. But possibly we hide it a little bit till we are sure. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. But as I said, it could be related to all professions, to the moon, to femality, to birth, to cycles of life. This is what we are seeing here. But you will know certain things instinctively. If we execute this profession, or what we want to do, or we study about it, we could really become an expert in our fields here. This is what we are seeing here. There is in depth. We go in depth here for the thing that we are studying, but we will need to do efforts. If you don't do efforts, it will not work, but you need to do efforts. If you're not an easy student, you will need to put energy in it. Then we have the child, the crossroads, and Tower. The child and the crossroads is this means a totally new direction of our life. We go on a different path of our life. The beginning, there may be not so many choices that you consider, because the child is small. So there are not so many options that you consider. So here we see that we are considering certain choices here, but we are very ambitious with this combination. It's possible that you think, am I ready to move here? Am I not ready to move? Because the child sometimes with the crossroads, it can make things a little bit doubtful. It's possible that there is a waiting period here because the Tower is a slow card. So we need to see that we have a lot of knowledge, and you could doubt yourself because you don't have enough knowledge. So see that if you engage in something, that you have enough knowledge here. It's important to do so with this combination. But this again, here we see traveling, here again crossing borders, because the Tower is the border. So you cross the border again. It's like here we cross certain borders for the first time. So maybe it's a long time that you have been there, maybe, and here there is a return here. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, if you take a certain trip, there could be also added short trips about it. So you are in a destination, and we adding some additional choices here for our life. There is a lot of beginning here of new choices. This is what we are seeing here. This is a beginning of also something new, maybe a new business here with this combination. But you need to see, if you take the step, that you are well equipped here. This is what we are seeing here. Then we have the crossroads at the Tower. There's a release here of our past, so we will let it go here, our past. There's a long new phase in our life that is ahead here. The Tower is a longevity. So there's the period that is coming will be important for you, and it will also be a long time that this is happening here. And here we see, after you have enough education, I know it's only 1 month, but sometimes the cards are a little bit longer. These are slow cards, and it's possible here that we are more forgiving. We are forgetting ourselves. We forgive ourselves. That is happened here. But there's a definite change here that we are seeing here. We let go of the old. We will be confronted with old situations again, and we need to resolve this also. We need to accept here with this combination of cards, there is a change in our life, and we need to accept this change, that it's time for the next phase here. We need to assimilate all lessons in life that we have experienced here. We cannot push them out. We need to accept them here with this combination. It's best here not to make emotional choices. Don't be emotional, be rational. Use your head. Saturn is the card of rationality. It has its feet on the ground. It overthinks. The Tower is high, so don't make emotional decisions. It will be in your advantage if you do so. But certain choices could come a little bit slower here. Also, this could involve legal choices, certain legal matters here that you need to overgo. Something is official pathways, legal options here are coming to you. If you have been a long time in seclusion, or you locked yourself off, or you have been a long time in a certain situation, this means that this is the end of this year. But you will, it's possible that you are the one who need to make this decision. There is no influence from other, and because you need to make this decision all on your own, it could not be easy to make this decision. Anyway, we could also see that during the travel, we have periods of retreat. We think about our path to go. The Tower is quite serious. So we overthink this. We could be alone for making this decision. It would be important to do so here, so you don't make emotional choices here with this combination. Also, it's possible that certain people in our life, they are about to make a choice, or we make a choice, or we both make choices, and there is no other choice than this choice. So this is what we are seeing here. There could be some strict choices here towards partners, if there is a partner in your life, towards each other. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. If you are sometimes also the Tower can be quite a structural and authoritarian figure. So it's possible if you have a more authoritarian or a dominant personality here, it means here that sometimes, even though we are quite decisive type, this time it could be difficult for us to make certain decisions here. So overthink wisely what you are doing. Then we have the woman, the dog, and the ship. The woman and the dog here, this is a colleague of ours. This could be a colleague of ours that is close to us up on our work. These people could have foreign nationalities. The people that we work for, they are close to us. Sometimes also, as I said, this could point to a brother of our sister that is living in abroad, that is doing business with us. Maybe they exploit business for us in abroad. But here, this means that we need to see that there is enough accountancy control. So if somebody does business for you, if this is a brother or a sister or a relative here, see that there is enough financial control, because this is accountancy, this combination. So see that you have enough control, that there are not certain losses. I don't see any losses here, but it's important with this combination that we do a clear accountancy, that things are transparent. This is what we are seeing here. But mostly at this point, we are on the business front. We have a quite friendly relationship with this person, especially if this is our brother and our sisters. But we could be quite argumentative here about certain things here. This is what we are seeing here. Then we have the dog and the ship. The dog and the ship here, it tells us here this is a business project with a relative or with a friend. What we are seeing here, it's possible also that if we travel, we don't travel alone. We could travel here with somebody that we already know for a longer time. So this person could accompany us in abroad, maybe to this place that we are returning. This is what we are seeing here. There's a travel companion here with us. A person that travels with us here. This is what we are seeing here. This person could maybe be from also a foreign background, or maybe the same background than we have, because the dog is loyal. So it means he comes from the house. So it's possible that this is a person maybe that has the same nationality as you have, the one you travel with. Anyway, you will follow here each other during this travel here. The friendship becomes closer here. Certain loyalties also you will change. So if there were certain loyalties in your life, you could also make decisions with this combination. There could be also here a long distance relationships, long distance friendships here that are more developing here. But here also it means that if we make certain choices, we will leave a friend or somebody who was close to us behind. So this is also what we are seeing here. Then we go in the vertical lines. This is the near past, this is the now, and this is the future. So here in the first line, we see here, we need to be careful here that if we start something, that we don't have a false start or a false takeoff. We need to see that we have enough experience. We need to see that that we have updated enough ourselves here. This is what we are seeing here. Also, sometimes if we are in an argumentative mood, we need to see that we don't act immature, because sometimes also this points that we act immature. It will be very difficult to keep this under control because it's above you. You see here, the two cards are above you. So we will need to keep our temper out of control, and we need to see a little bit that we don't act immature here. We need to see that we have enough structure here, that we have enough maturity. It's very important here to do so. In a way, if there somehow would be a child involved in your life, it's possible also, then we come to the literally physical child, that a child in your environment, it causes problems. This is what we are seeing here. It's possible that our child or a child that is connected or somehow intertwined with us here, they are quite argumentative here. And if these two personalities are a little bit similar, well, you know already where I'm going here with this. We need to be careful here. But there could be a lot of communication here about new things against to our children here. This is what we are seeing here. Also, this tells us here not to go always in disputes. Be calm. Be sometimes also it's that we need to find the balance here. This is important here with this combination of cards. Anyway, we sometimes also this points that we sometimes blame other people. So here we see that we might put the blame on others, but of course we need to see also in ourselves that we are not part of the problem, because it takes, the whip is two, it takes two to tango here. This is what we are seeing. Then we have the child and the woman. The child and the woman, it means This could be you. This could be a new project, a lot of energy that you put in a new project. It's like we want to feel reassured here. We could, in the beginning, if we do something, we could be a little bit guileless here with this combination of cards. We could be a little bit defenseless with this combination. Sometimes also it means that our heart is young. We have a young heart here with this combination of cards. If you are considering a child in your life, maybe this is also possible with this combination. This would then be that we take the first step in that direction. This is what we are seeing here, but this would be quite a regulated thing. There is some regulation if you go in that area. It would be all worked out, regulated, strict official documents are related to it here. This is what we are seeing here. Maybe this is an out of the ordinary procedure. This is what we are seeing here. I'm thinking here about adoption would be possible here. This is possible with this combination of cards. Then we go in the second vertical line. We have the moon, the crossroads, and the dog. The moon and the crossroads is here. That we have, again, here we have the proposition, as I mentioned earlier. This is what we are seeing here, multiple offers, but you will need to overthink them. There are, or multiple choices. But probably you will limit the choices and you will make your choice on basis of structure and solidity. This is what we are seeing here. You want something on the long run. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. These choices could not be easy because we have the whip there. We could be emotionally undecided, so we need to use our structure here for getting there. But sometimes with this combination, it's best also to follow intuition. We need to follow our intuition. Also, intuition is important. Pisces is a very intuitive sign, a sensitive sign, so you need to use your intuition for going in a certain direction. It's possible that a friend, a sister, somebody is close to you is involved in this decision, or you involve them in the decision. You ask advice, and maybe you ask, what do you think and what is your opinion, because there's a trust here with this friend here. But you could be a little bit scared or fierce, because the moon can make us a little bit, can bring us fierce. So it's possible that you are fear for taking this step. Maybe this is an important step in your life. You will deliberate this decision-making step. Then we have the crossroads and the dog. The crossroads and the dog here, we see that new friends come in our life. Some friends we left behind here. We need to make choices about friends. We part from friends. Maybe some friends are we need to say goodbye to these friends. These friends say goodbye to us. It doesn't mean there is no contact anymore, but there is a distance here, maybe that coming because the tower is distant. So it's possible here that there is some distance. But here also we see you could have the idea, do I really need to make my mind up about this? And you probably will have to make a certain decision. It's like here, sometimes we're waiting for a permission, but the permission never comes. If we don't make the decision ourselves, the permission don't come. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. But we will be loyal to friends here. There will be support from friends here in our decision. This is what we are seeing here. Somebody literally helps you here with decision making. Then we come in the third vertical line. We have the book, the tower, and the ship. The book and the tower here, it means that we get experience. This is important here. This important experience is the main thing here in this reading. So you need to see that you have enough experience. If you do, you will get some irritations. You will get some recognition. If you study, you will do efforts for studying, you will be recognized. This is because the moon, it means that the people recognize you. So this is what we are seeing here, and they will feel that it's the right choice and they can trust you. So you will need to see that you have enough studied up here. This is what we are seeing here. Some people also, your educators, could be quite experienced. This is what we are seeing here. We could literally meet very good people who are literally coming out of the field. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. There's like a wisdom, an older wisdom that is coming to us here. This is also an educational institution. So maybe you go to a school. Sometimes this points even to higher education, universities here. This is what we are seeing here. This literally also points to books, literally that we have books in our possessions. These could be also, we could be confronted with books, maybe in other languages, maybe books from abroad. This is what we are seeing here with this combination of cards here. There's a lot of knowledge here, intellectual knowledge. If we want, if we are open for it, we can get a lot of knowledge here. So we should accept that here, with this combination of cards. Your level will upgrade itself here. Sometimes also it points that we go to the local library for seeing if there's not additional information, the university library, the library of the school, of the institution where we are studying here. These people could be quite strict. Maybe they have a very high state reputation, and they see that their students are well educated. They could be quite strict here, and you could have to do quite some efforts here for getting there. Anyway, it's possible also during the study, you feel a little bit alone. You feel that you're alone on your path, but here there is help of the friends here, so it could soften things a little bit up of here. You will get certain knowledge will come to you, as I said here, exclusive knowledge, exclusive feelings, and because you don't want to share this with other people, it could make you a little bit alone. It's also possible that other people don't really understand you, understand where you want to go. So here, maybe this is on the personal front, maybe this is on the educational front, and this new knowledge could make you a little bit alone, because you cannot actually talk about it to everybody because they are not in the same direction as you. So sometimes this is difficult, this combination. Even if you explain it, they might not understand everything. Then we have the tower and the ship here. The tower and the ship here, this is the return, a return to a place where we have been before, a return to another country, because the tower returns, it finishes unfinished business here. This is what we are seeing here. It points also to serious business matters, being independent. This is what we are seeing here. So this is all about undertaking a trip. We leave the past behind. We move away to a faraway place. We return to a faraway place. This is all what we are seeing here. Sometimes also this points we have citizenship. Maybe you have citizenship to the place here. The citizenship is returning. Since we have the whip there, it could be double nationality. You could have more than one nationality. But here we see that the visa requirements are all in order here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. But in the beginning, if you make certain decisions, you could be feeling a little bit alone here. Also, it points to traveling exclusively for business, or if you go to a faraway place, this could be related to business, related to education. It's intertwined. It's not only for pleasure. I think this journey is more for learning, for educating, for making plans on the long run. So this is not really totally pleasure that I'm seeing here. I'm not saying that there is no pleasure, but when I see here, I think it's more an educational trip that I'm seeing here. Anyway, what we see more here, we are confronted with certain authorities. We inform here what probably also sometimes that is that we inform about certain documents, about certain requirements in abroad. What are the requirements? What are the visa? What are the documents that we need from certain institutions? This is what we are seeing here also with this combination. Also, we will reach out for more contact. Maybe we make contact with co-students here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. We will try to keep a very strict control here. Sometimes this points that we want to keep things very tight, maybe because we need to make a lot of choices and it turns our life upside down, and we will try to keep a very strict, tight control. Here, this could really, like we do everything literally by the book here. Be careful here also not to be too strict here with this combination, with this combination of cards. This is what we just see if we can add something here with the cross. We have the whip, the crossroads, and the ship here. So this is the departure. We already saw this here. If there were certain choices in your life that you made before, you will come over these choices, these wrong choices here. Maybe these choices that you have made, or that you thought you are made, or these choices that have put upon you before here, we realized that these choices have resulted in all kinds of problems, and we learned about that. We have grown up here, we become more mature here. You shouldn't dwell on the past also, you should move on. It's important to do so here. You should really unwind here and focus yourself on something else here. Certain departures that we have here, again, we see certain quarrels here, so be careful, it's always coming back here. Control yourself, try to control yourself here, it's important to do so. Anyway, there's a lot of decisions that we need to make here. If you travel, it's also possible during your travel that you make certain sensual or sexual choices, or that you are put in front of these choices here with this combination of cards here. This is what we are seeing here. Then we have the crossroads and the ship. The crossroads in the ship here, literally we see the vacation trip here coming to us. We are encouraged to take a break, and we will take this break here. And this is like work business, as I said here. It's also possible that as we are there are short trips. Sometimes this points to a ferry, sometimes this points to a bus, or the two. So this is like we have regulated schedule, even if we are already at our destination. So this could be a regulated schedule with a ferry, with a bus, any kind of thing here. But mostly this points to bus travels. But we have water here, so I'm assuming here there could be some boat trips also. Anyway, in the choices of life, we go in the right direction. It will be clear to us that this is the right decision. We take the decision to leave where we come from. We also have freedom. We are free to go here in a way here. Maybe we postpone this decision also, but maybe now it's the right time. There's a necessity here for a change of scenery. This is what we are seeing here. It's possible also that if you were connected or intertwined with a person, that you think, where would this person be now? So this is that we reflect in our mind about a certain person, that you wonder about yourself, where person X or Y is, maybe a person that was before in your life. Then we have the book, the crossroads, and the woman, the book and the crossroads. This is a new direction, as I mentioned earlier. We go to the next phase of our life. As I said here, certain choices can confuse you here. This is what we are seeing here. It's important here that you open your mind and you broaden your horizon. Don't be too tight up, be open-minded here with this combination of cards here. You also, this combination tells, be flexible about schooling. So build in flexibility. And mostly if we start study and we didn't study for a long time, we cannot put too much pressure. It's like a muscle. We need to train our brain. So we need to get into it a little bit. So you cannot force yourself all this knowledge. So the brain is like a muscle. So we need to exercise our brain little by little. And if you start with slowly studying, you will see that your brain gets stronger and it gets more muscle here. This is what we are seeing here. But there are choices here about education here. This is what we are seeing here. Also, it's best here to relativize things here. This is what we are seeing here. You will see certain things because you learned an important lesson from a totally different angle, an angle that you didn't explore before, or you didn't know that was there before. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. But we need to see that we don't become too emotional, that we keep a strong focus and overview on the real truths here with this combination of cards. Then we come in the last two cards. We have the crossroads and the person card. Here we see that somebody that is in our life could be leaving, or be leaving a certain person here. This is what we are seeing here. There's this could be a split of a person, of two persons who go in a different direction. This is what we are seeing here. This is actually quite good because it means that the departure of the persons is quite diplomatic, and this is good here. It's in contradiction, and this is actually the wise thing to do here. Anyway, It's possible also, if you have been a long time on your own, there was no connection, emotional or sensual with nobody, that you are confronted with multiple choices. This is what we are seeing here, or we decide to take multiple options here. We deliberate about that here with this combination, and we could be emotional. One day we are like this, the next day we are like that. Sometimes it's difficult with this combination to keep up our mind. Pisces, I hope you get a little bit wiser out of this reading. If you want more financial additional information, I do also philosophical financial card readings. You can find them on my channel also. And then we have the spiritual card readings. They are more like guides. They give you additional advice if you have difficulties in making choices. Sometimes these cards give additional information. Anyway, Pisces, I want to thank you for your time you spend on my channel. Thank you for considering subscribing, and we see each other next time. Thank you, and bye-bye for now.